Hello everyone, and this is Glenda Winkleman, and welcome back to Creative Grandma. I have another stitch of the week. This one is called the brick stitch. This is a extra special video. This was a request from a viewer who asked me to do it. It's a very simple stitch for a beginner. It's mostly single crocheted rows, and then you bring a triple down through it. I have 3 samples as always. I have the first one showing pink, yellow, and blue mixed with the white. I have a second one done in a variegated and then with a light green. And these are all made with worsted weight yarn in Red Heart Super Saver colors, and this is the blue and yellow. Now this is a multiple of 8 to start a chain. So for our sample, if you're going to work your sample swatch with me, you're going to need a size 10J hook or a 6mm, and I'm going to be working with 2 colors, and we'll be making the swatch with just the 2 colors. So grab any 2 colors you want. You're going to need to start a chain of 32, and that's in order to show you how to create the pattern across. So go ahead and get your chain 32 ready, and I'll be right back. I have my chain 32 ready, and I'm using a beautiful Red Heart Super Saver in the color Melon Berry. This has to be my favorite color. I just really love this color. The first 3 rows are going to be single crochet. So to start our first row, you're going to skip that first chain, and you're going to work a single crochet in your second chain from hook. So insert your hook into the chain, yarn over your hook, pull it through the chain, yarn over the hook, and pull it through 2 loops. That is how you make your single crochet. So you're going to repeat that in every chain across. So if you look at your work, each one of these are your chains. So insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull it through the chain, yarn over, pull it through 2 loops. You just made your second single crochet, and you're just going to repeat a single crochet, insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over the hook, pull it through the chain, yarn over, pull it through 2 loops. Insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull it through the chain, yarn over, pull it through 2 loops on your hook. So go ahead and work to the end of row 1, and I'll be back to show you how to start row 2. I'm at the end of row 1, so now we're going to begin row 2. You're going to chain 1, you're going to turn your work, and you're going to look for that first single crochet. So this is your chain 1 here, and this will be your first stitch. So insert your stitch under those 2 threads in that beginning single crochet, and it'll kind of look like a V stitch. Yarn over the hook, pull it through the single crochet, yarn over the hook, pull it through 2 loops. There you created your first single crochet of row 2. So now you'll be looking, if you're not sure by looking at the front of the work, then just turn it slightly, and you'll see that each one of these are a stitch, and this might be the easier way for you to find your stitches instead of looking at the front. Once you do this, and you do it several times, you'll get the hang of it and know where to go. So just turn it slightly, insert your hook under those next 2 strands of yarn, that little V there, yarn over the hook, pull it through the stitch, yarn over the hook, pull it through 2 loops on your hook. Insert it in the next stitch, check, make sure it's under both loops, yarn over the hook, pull it through the stitch, yarn over, pull it through 2 loops. Let's do it one more time. Insert your hook into the next stitch, you can just turn it slightly, see that you have the two threads under your hook, yarn over the hook, pull it through the stitch, yarn over, pull it through 2 loops. So now you're going to go ahead and work across row 2. You're going to chain 1 at the end, turn your work, and do a 3rd row of single crochet, and I'll meet with you at the end of row 3. I'm at the end of row 3, and you can see we have 3 rows of single crochet. So now I'm going to fasten off. I'm going to turn my work, and I'm going to join my new color, and we're working only in the front loops across. And this is very important because when you get to row 7, you're going to have to come back and go into this back loop. So if you go in both loops, there'll be no place to put your stitch. So it's very important when you work this row, only work in this front stitch only, just that one front thread. So I'm going to go ahead and join my new color. Now I just leave a little piece hang. I grab it, you insert your hook under just one of the 2, just that front one, and I just pull my new color through. Whoops. Try that again. Pull your new color through. You're going to chain 1, and you're going to work a single crochet in that one strand only. And what I do is I do work my stitches across this end, and that kind of like weaves it in. If you have a different way of doing it, then please do so. Okay, so there I made my first single crochet. You're going to insert your hook into the next front loop only, so make sure it's just one loop. Yarn over the hook, pull it through that thread, yarn over the hook, pull through 2 loops on the hook. Insert your hook into the next front loop only, yarn over the hook, pull it through that stitch, yarn over the hook, pull it through 2 loops. Insert your hook in that front loop only, yarn over the hook, pull it through the stitch, yarn over the hook, and pull it through 2 loops on hook. And when you turn it over, you can see that this weaves the stitch in behind it. It helps hide that thread. So go ahead and work across the row in the front loop only, 1 single crochet in the front loop of each single crochet across, and I'll meet with you at the end of the row. I'm at the end of row 4. I did my last single crochet. I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to turn my work. Now when you look at your work, what you did by going in the front loops is you created this little edging here, which allows us to come back and bring our triple crochet down and go in that stitch, the one that you need to create the design. So that's why you worked in the front loop. So now for row 5 and 6, we're going to do 2 single crochet rows. We're going to insert our hook, and for these next 2 rows you're going to go under both of the strands for these 2 rows. So yarn under the 2 strands of the first single crochet, yarn over the hook, pull it through that single crochet, yarn over the hook, pull it through 2 loops. Insert into the next single crochet, yarn over the hook, pull it through the stitch, yarn over the hook, pull it through 2 loops. So it's a very basic single crochet row. You get to the end, you're going to chain 1, you're going to turn your work, and you'll do 1 more row of single crochet. So go ahead and work row 5 in single crochet, and then work another row 6 in single crochet, and I'll meet up at the end of row 6. I'm at the end of row 6, so you can see our single crochet rows. So now I'm going to just fasten off my color I'm working on now, and we're going to join our new color. So fasten off. You're going to turn your work, and we're going to join our new color in this first single crochet, here. So let me grab my color. I just leave a little bit hang and just pull that new color right through, and you're going to be going under both of the loops for this row 7. So pull your new color through. You're going to chain 1, and you're going to single crochet in that same beginning single crochet. You're going to single crochet in the next single crochet. You're going to single crochet in the next single crochet. And now we're going to start putting our brick lines, we're going to start putting this here stitch in now. So we got our base down here made with the 6 rows. Now we're going to make the row that goes, row 7, that brings down our lines. So to do that, we're going to do a triple crochet. So in your next stitch, you're going to wrap your yarn around your hook twice, twice, and you're going to go in the next corresponding single crochet 4 rows below. So you're going to skip these 3 rows of white, and then you're going to work, okay, let me follow this down. We're going to work in this bar here. And if you're not sure, you know that you work 3 single crochet. So if you don't know how to come from the top, then count across this row here with these edgings. So go 1, 2, 3. They're the 3 that you already worked up on top. So this would be your 4th stitch. That's the stitch that you would go in. So we wrapped our yarn around twice, so now we're going to drop down there and go in that front loop only. So stick your hook just under that thread, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, through 2 loops on the hook. And there you just made your triple crochet stitch. So now we're going to skip, move this out of the way, we're going to skip the single crochet behind the triple that we just made. So when you pull that up, you're going to skip that single crochet behind there, and you're going to work a single crochet underneath both loops in the next 7 single crochet across. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So now we're getting ready to drop back down to our corresponding stitch 4 rows below. And like I said, if you don't understand how to come down, then count over. We did 7 single crochet, so you'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will be your next stitch that you go in. So wrap your yarn around your hook twice, come down, insert your hook in that front loop of that stitch, yarn over, pull it through that stitch, yarn over, pull it through 2, yarn over, pull it through 2, yarn over, pull it through 2. So you just made your 2nd triple crochet to form your bars. So you're going to repeat that across. You're going to single crochet. You're going to skip the single crochet behind the triple you just made. You're going to single crochet in the next 7 single crochet under both loops, and then you're going to drop down and do your triple, and you should end within 3 single crochet from the end after you do your last triple, and you'll work 1 single crochet in each of the last 3 single crochet. So go ahead and work across until you do your last triple, and I'll meet you up to finish with the last 3 single crochet. Okay, so here is row 7, and you should have 4 posts coming down, and you should be over when you make your last triple. You should have 3 single crochet remaining. So you're going to single crochet in each of those last 3 single crochet. And the one important thing that I did forget to mention is that when you do this design, whatever color you start with on row 1 for your pattern is the color that will be your bars. So whatever color you want your bars to be, then always start with that color in row 1. So now for row 8, what we will be doing is we're going to chain 1. You're going to turn your work. Now you can't see the stitches, but the instructions say single crochet under both loops, which you should know how to do that now. So you're going to go under both loops, but because you can't see the triple because you're working on the back side, you will work 1 single crochet in each single crochet and each triple crochet across. So even though you can't see them, don't let the instructions confuse you. You'll just go in the top of each stitch across. So go ahead and you're going to work 2 rows of single crochet. So for rows 8 and 9, go ahead and work those 2 rows of single crochet, and I'll meet you at the end of row 9. I'm at the end of row 9, and this is what your piece should look like. So now I'm going to fasten off my work. I'm going to add my second color, and we're going to rework rows 4 through 6. So if it's easier for you to skip to the end of the video and get the instructions to follow along, that definitely helps. If I go too fast, I'm sorry. Just click on the video and go back a little bit and come forward. So let's go ahead and start row 4 again. You fastened off, so now you're going to turn your work. And this row is where we go in the front loop only. So make sure your hook is only under that 1 front strand of yarn of that stitch. Pull your color through. You're going to chain 1, and you're going to work a single crochet in the front loop only. So for just row 4, you're going to work your single crochet in that front loop, that 1 strand only, just the front. So go ahead and work your single crochet in each single crochet across in that front loop only, and I'll meet you at the end of row 10. I'm at the end of row 10, and this is the back side of your work, and that's what it should look like. So now you're going to chain 1, you're going to turn your work, and you can see again you created your ridge for your bar stitches to come down and go in. So now rows 11 and 12 will be the same as rows 5 and 6 that you did previously. So for these 2 rows, it's just single crochet, and you will be working under both strands of yarn. So insert your hook into that first single crochet, yarn over the hook, pull it through, yarn over the hook, pull it through 2 stitches. So go ahead and work 2 more rows of single crochet, and I'll meet up with you at the end of row, I believe row 12. Yep. So work 2 more rows and I'll meet you at the end of row 12. I'm at the end of row 12 and I'm on the back of the work now, and that's what your work should look like. So now I'm going to fasten off my white. We're going to join our second color. Insert your hook into that first single crochet under both loops, and we're going to be working in both loops for this row. So pull your new color through, chain 1, single crochet in that first single crochet. So now for this row, we're going to single crochet across and bring our bar down right in the center of these 2 bars here. So it gives you the alternating of your brick by brick. So what we're going to do is now we're going to single crochet in each one of the next 6 single crochet across. So we should have a total of 7 single crochet worked across. Whoops. So there's 4, 5, 6, and 7. And again, if you're not sure how to follow your stitch down, you check your stitch and you follow it down to the bar. And if you're not sure, you go ahead and count. You work 7 single crochet, count your little front loops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This would be your next stitch you would go in, this stitch here. So go ahead and wrap your yarn around your hook twice. Insert your hook into that front loop of that stitch, yarn over, pull through the stitch. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook. And that creates your bar in the center of the 2 previous bars of the rows below. So now you're going to continue and work. You're going to skip the single crochet behind the triple just made, work 7 single crochet across, so 1 single crochet in each one of the next 7 single crochet. You're going to work your triple down, single crochet in the next 7 single crochet, your bar will come down, and with this you will end with 7 single crochet at the end. So go ahead and work across. I'll do it one more time. We're going to skip that single crochet behind this triple. We're going to single crochet under both loops of the next 7 single crochet. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yarn over your hook twice. You're going to follow that stitch, the next stitch down into that front stitch of that front loop of that stitch. Yarn over, pull it through the stitch. Yarn over through 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So go ahead and repeat that across. You'll end with 7 single crochet, and I'll meet you at the end of the row. I'm at the end of row 13, and we have 2 rows remaining of our repeats for the pattern. So your work should look like this. You have your 4 bars on the bottom, and then you should have 3 in between those 4. So go ahead and turn your work, and you're going to work 2 rows of single crochet. You're going to chain 1, Insert your hook under both loops, yarn over the hook, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through two loops on the hook. So go ahead and work 2 more rows of single crochet, and I'll meet you at the end of row 15. I'm at the end of row 15, and this is what your work should look like. This is the right side, and the wrong side will be nice and smooth and flat. The right side will have your textured bars running through. So go ahead and fasten off your work, and then you will join your new color, and you will repeat rows 4 through 15 for this stitch pattern, which creates the alternating bars. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Stitch of the Week with the brick by brick. And if there's ever a stitch pattern that you're having trouble with and you need me to do a video for you just to help you get over that hump of just not quite figuring it out, let me know the stitch pattern. I'll see if I can figure it out and make it, and I'll do a video. So go ahead and give me your ideas of what you'd like to see, and I'd be more than happy to check into it and do a future video. So please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, everyone.